Hi, welcome to Focus Washington. I'm Karen Hanretty, sitting in today for Chuck Conconi, and I'm joined this afternoon by Zach Howell, who is president of the College Republicans. Zach, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
You've been president of the College Republicans for how long?
About 3 months now, a little over 3 months, since early June. So
3 months, and there's a lot going on right now that you guys are involved with. Just give me a brief overview of what the College Republicans are engaged in right now.
Well, right now we're focusing a lot on 2 governor's races in Virginia and New Jersey. We've been sending volunteers, organizing deployment operations, and also focusing on some issue-related things, specifically with healthcare, and also the student loan issue kind of popped up on our radar screens about a month ago when we saw this attempt to take over the industry hit the House floor. So we've been focusing a bit on that.
So this is HR 3221, and it basically, you know, the opponents of this bill are saying it's a government takeover of student loans. Explain to us a little bit more about why the College Republicans are interested in this, how you think it's going to impact students.
Well, it's very topical for our age demographic. You know, most students have to get student loans at least at some point in their college lives. And what this bill attempts to do essentially is to take over the student loan industry from the government, take over the student loan industry and eliminate all choice and competition. 80% of schools and the vast majority of students have chosen to go with private options over the years to get their student loans, and now the government is effectively saying by legislative fiat that that won't be an option. So we're concerned about that.
So this would eliminate the ability of schools to contract with private lenders where you get the, I guess, the private service. How is that going to affect students? Are you seeing this, have we seen anything like this in the United States or in other countries? How is it?
Yeah, well, I know at Cal Poly they've been experimenting with this for a while. We've seen long lines, we've seen poor, you know, service and lack of choice, and I just don't want to see that, you know, happen to the rest of the country. I think it's obvious, you know, we regulate monopolies in this country for a reason, because traditionally, if you have a monopoly, you don't get you know, as high quality a service. So the government's essentially saying we're going to create a monopoly here and not offer students choice.
And the long lines, why don't schools, it seems like schools, why would they care? They can work with a private lender, they can work with the government. They've chosen not to. What are you hearing from the different school administrators around the country as to why they prefer a private lending?
Well, you know, I haven't heard too much directly from school administrators, but I think the results in the market speak for themselves. 80% of school administrators chose to go with the private option rather than the public option that they've had for the last 15 years.
Is it going to cost them additional money to comply with a government system? Or,
Absolutely, and you know, just you know, the rates are going to be set in Washington. They're going to, you know, it's just all sorts of burdensome regulations and difficulties are going to be placed on students and schools.
Now, you're not out there alone, though, of course, on this issue. There's a great deal of opposition. There's a new coalition that's formed, protectstudentchoice.org. They've got a petition that they're encouraging people to sign. Thousands of people have signed this. Are you encouraging college students to at least make their voice known, or how else can they?
Well, we sure are. We've been encouraging them for about a month now to write and call their congressmen, their senators, and since protectstudentchoice.org started, we've been encouraging them to join the Facebook group and also sign the petition. So we're engaging our membership in any way we can on this issue. It's certainly important for them, and I think it's important for the future of college education in this country. And
with unemployment headed toward 10%, it seems like this would not be a good time. Is this going to put people out of work?
Absolutely. Tens of thousands of people are engaged in the student loan business, and if we, you know, say your you know, your entire sector is gone, it's going to put a lot of people out of work, and not necessarily replaced by federal government jobs either, because they already have bureaucracy in place that handles student loans.
This is fascinating. Thanks for stopping by today.
Thank
We'd
you.
like to talk to you in the future about other issues that college Republicans are engaged in. It's good to see young people engaged in issues right now. That's great. Thanks,
Well, thank
Zach.
you, Karen.
Appreciate it. Thanks for joining us today. I'm Karen Hanretty for Focus Washington.